In today's video, we're going to explore the use of CreatorKit for managing your newsletters and mail content marketing for your Jamstack or any statically generated site. It provides a reusable, self-hosted solution for managing user subscriptions, mail runs, email templating, and more in this free open source project. With CreatorKit, developers can easily incorporate community engagement and mail marketing functionality into their websites without relying on complex or expensive third-party content management systems. It provides a free self-hosted CreatorKit portal allowing you to manage your site's community engagement directly. Today, we're going to focus on the mail messaging features of the CreatorKit portal, but it also includes user engagement functionalities like commenting, voting, and moderation, all in the same self-hosted solution. In this video, we're going to walk through the features of CreatorKit as well as how you can install, configure, and customize CreatorKit for your own blog or newsletter. So let's start by forking CreatorKit on GitHub and first get an overview of the project before we dive into making some customizations. Navigating to the Net Core Apps organization and CreatorKit repository on GitHub, we can then fork the project to create our own copy and then clone that copy to our local machines to start customizing it. At its core, the CreatorKit is a server stack project that utilizes Vue.js, Tailwind, and is backed by a SQLite database. Opening the CreatorKit project with Writer, we can see there are a number of projects, but we can customize everything we need by focusing on the AppHost project at the top and the two extensions projects, which are designed to isolate your customizations, maintaining their compatibility with future updates. Before running the CreatorKit, we need to initialize its database. This involves populating the database with your preferred app users and mailing list subscribers. You can do this by modifying the CSV files located in the migrations C directory in the AppHost project. Here we'll have three files: mailinglists.csv, subscribers.csv, and users.csv. These are pre-populated with examples so we can get started quickly. But if you have this kind of data from a different system, you can populate these files before running the migration and you'll have all your data ready to go. After finalizing your seed data, we can then run the command for migrations, npm run migrate. This command will create the CreatorKit SQLite database from scratch and seed the users and mailing list subscribers you've included. Next, we'll need to configure the CreatorKit so it can be set up with your SMTP server in your appsettings.json file. If you don't have an existing SMTP server, you might consider using Amazon SES as a cost-effective solution. Also from the app settings, we can control our OAuth configuration. For authenticated post comments, CreatorKit is configured to allow sign-ins from Facebook, Google, and Microsoft OAuth providers. These are settings that you can customize and change yourself, again in the appsettings.json file. You also don't have to use SQLite if you don't want to. By default, CreatorKit uses the embedded SQLite database, however you can modify the configure.db.cs file and use your preferred RDBMS, including MySQL, MS SQL, or Postgres. For now, this is everything we'll need to run the CreatorKit locally, so let's do that and walk through some of the features we have in the CreatorKit portal. Once you've logged in with the admin user, you'll be taken to the dashboard, which gives you an overview of your website activity. On the left, you will see the first menu section for managing your contact mailing lists. This includes creating and sending emails and email campaigns to your mailing list contacts. You can also manage your mailing list contacts through the admin interface, and users can sign up themselves with the Join Mailing List component that's integrated with your website. The Join Mailing List component can be added anywhere you want to accept mailing list subscriptions on your website. You can just add it with a very simple snippet of HTML, and you can customize components like what mailing list users are signing up to, as well as style-related changes like the submit label, thanks heading, and others. Whenever a user signs up to your mailing list using this component, they will show up as a contact in your Creator Kit portal. From here, an admin can order, filter, and export your contacts straight from the contacts table, and by clicking on a contact, we can manage their data as well as their subscriptions if needed. Next, on our left-hand menu, we have the Messages screen. Here we can see a list of email messages our Creator Kit application has sent to our contacts or any specific email address. We can create one-off emails to our contacts or specific emails using one of the 3 buttons at the top. Simple text emails are your basic unformatted emails, whereas custom HTML email and Markdown email is where we can leverage some templating. For example, if we use the custom email to send a one-off message, we can select a contact easily from the email field and the dropdown, or type one in manually, and then select the layout and template. Selecting the basic layout and the newsletter welcome template, for example, we get a live pre-rendered email at the bottom of our create form. Being able to draft your email messages with templating enables us to quickly and confidently send off our messages with minimal effort. And we also have a rich Markdown editor built right into the UI, so you can better control the presentation of your messages without leaving the Creator Kit portal. If you aren't ready to send it off yet, we can save it as a draft and come back to it later. Next, on our left-hand menu, we have the Mail Runs interface. This has the same structure as the Messages screen, but here we are targeting mail lists rather than individual contacts. We can select our target mailing list, provide a subject, and compose our email message. Since we are creating a mail run message, we can use the built-in SharpScript syntax to use variables like first name, last name, and email to better customize each delivered email in the mailing list. We also have the ability to use SharpScript to pull in project-wide variables like company, address, and others. These are controlled in simple text files of key value pairs, which you should customize to suit your own company. These variables, templates, and layouts are all managed from the app host project in the email folder. We have our templates directly in the emails folder, and this is what is listed in the Create Mail Run and Create Message forms in our drop-down box under Templates. Our layouts is where we can control the full HTML layout for our templated emails and partials which can be reused in our templates, as well as variables in our info and urls.txt files. These variables, which you can customize and extend, can be used in our templates or directly in the messages like we saw before. For example, if we want to use the mailing address from the info.txt file inside a message, we would use the handlebars syntax with the info object.mailing address as the variable. And you can customize and extend this further by either adding your own text files of key value pairs or adding additional key value pairs to info or URLs. If you want to get a full list of what variables are available when composing a message, you can select the Insert Template Variable button in the Rich Markdown editor to choose the variable you want to use and insert it into your message. If you want to clear your workspace of sent emails, you can also archive them, which moves them into a separate database. This ensures your current working database is always responsive and free of clutter. Creator Kit also lets us manage aspects of community engagement through comments, posts, votes, users, and reported content, which you can check out more details in this other video. For now, let's first create our own custom email template and use it with a custom website so visitors can sign up to a monthly newsletter. Since we are running Creator Kit locally, we are using the app-settings.development.json for our configuration. Make sure you update the app data section of your production app-settings.json file before deploying your application. In the app data section, we have the public base URL, and website base URL variables. Your public base URL is the public URL where your Creator Kit instance will be hosted. The base URL is where your Creator Kit is currently running, which by default when working locally is localhost 5001. For our example client application, we are using a Razor SSG templated application running on port 5002. During development, this .NET application uses ASP.NET Razor to render your pages, but we can use this to render a statically generated site that we can host on CDNs like GitHub Pages or Cloudflare. Back in the Creator Kit config, the website base URL that is populated and pointing to our running example website is then used in our urls.txt variables file to populate some common paths you should configure in your statically hosted application for things like enabling users to unsubscribe, your privacy terms, contact forms, and sign-up confirmation. The Razor SSG template is the perfect companion static website for using the Creator Kit since these pages are already in place along with the integration. Once our Razor SSG client application is created, we can look in the footer.cs HTML page and we can see that we are loading the integration components like the mail.mjs file to integrate our site with Creator Kit. If you are integrating your own site, you will need to add these 3 lines of code to enable the use of the join mailing list Vue.js component, which is imported from your hosted Creator Kit application. And now we can use this component in our website to create an easy sign-up form for our newsletter. We can then customize the newsletter message template back in the Creator Kit project or create our own separate template using the SharpScript syntax. You can find out more on using SharpScript in your templates at sharpscript.net. If you need even more control over the rendering, data, and other aspects of generating your mail messages or mail runs, you can customize them how you need using the creatorkit.extensions and creatorkit.extensions.service model projects in our Creator Kit solution. If we look at the creatorkit.extensions project already, we can see that the current newsletter and custom email functionality is already declared in here. These are acting as examples for your own customizations. And something that you might notice about these default implementations is that the rendering and sending of emails are all accessed as standard service stack services, which means you can implement your own and get the desired functionality you need, but also this means that the Creator Kit functionality is completely accessible via well-defined web services for flexible automation. By default, the newsletter rendering and mail run functionality is already in the extensions project as the example, and here we're using the website data as a repository for that data to be used and populated in the newsletter templates. You could replace this with your own data sources on cooking recipes, movie recommendations, or whatever you like for your newsletter, which can then be populated in your templates, flowing all the way down to UI features of the Creator Kit, including live message preview. We can demonstrate this type of customization by creating a brand new workflow for Creator Kit around sending off sales promotion emails, for example. Just like how we have a markdown email button here in the Messages UI, we are going to create a sales promo email button with its own custom form and template. To do this, we will first create a new request.dto class that will be responsible for creating this sales promo mail message. It will inherit from the create email base class, use the iPost interface, and return a mail message declared in its iReturn interface. Any request.dtos that inherit from the create email base class will appear as a button in our messages interface in the Creator Kit portal. We can then add properties to this request.dto that we want included in our create message form in the Creator Kit UI. That could be used in the template or even downstream for filtering data. For example, we can add a campaign name, a promo code, as well as a supplier ID and category ID. The latter two will be used to fetch and filter specific data from our own custom data source. We will add the description attribute for the button name, limit it to admins, tag it as a mail service, and use a custom SVG icon, which will all flow down to your Creator Kit portal UI. If we take a look at the service that uses the markdown email request.dto, we can see the basic structure of what the email services do. Here we are populating data from our request, converting it to a render request to then generate our body HTML, which then gets used to create our mail message. If our templates didn't need additional external data, this is all we would need to do to create separate workflows for creating a new type of email using custom templates. But for this sales promotion email, we also want to have a list of products and prices that we can use for the sales promo template that goes along with it. The Markdown email uses the render custom HTML request to process the rendering, but it doesn't have the additional data we need. We can instead create a new request DTO and service for specifically rendering our sales promotion emails. Creating a class called render sales promo, inheriting from the render email base, we can pass the fields we want from the sales promo email request DTO, including the supplier ID and category ID. Our new render sales promo service can then fetch the data from our external source, add it to our template context as a part of an arguments dictionary, enabling us to use a products list in the template of our sales email. To bind it all together, we can then add the renderer attribute to our sales promo email class, specifying the type of our new render sales promo request DTO. Now we can create our sales promo template inside the emails folder, and we can use Sharp-Script to template our emails. This approach gives you complete control of the data pipeline related to what data you want available in your templates and how you want to optimize the Creator Kit UI to create the specific emails you need. Well, that's it for this video. If you want more information on the Creator Kit, check out serverstack.net/Creator Kit and the Serverstack documentation. If you have any questions, let us know down in the comments, join us in our Discord or GitHub discussions, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.